Hi friends, Suzanne here, a Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my new mini-series called Rockin' the Retiring List. The new annual catalog is just around the corner, but I was hoping to celebrate and utilize products that are available now in the retiring catalogs. And if all goes well, I can share some creative ideas using these items. So follow along with me for the next little while for some crafty fun and inspiration with the Stampin' Up! Retiring List. For today's card, I am featuring the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set that is no longer available. It is discontinued, but the ice cream cone punch is still available. It is at a discounted price. So if you only got the stamp set, right now is a good time to get the punch. So I have Pale Papaya here, and I stamped it once on my page there, and I found that it was kind of splotchy. So I'm doing this little trick where I rub a bone folder over top of my ink pad, and then I'm going to stamp it down again and look at the color difference. You can see one is just way more saturated and it's kind of blotchy, and then the second one was a better tone. So I pushed the ink down. It's especially important if you're using ink that you haven't used in a while to sort of do that. I do it on a regular basis, and it just might mean that you're because the ink hangs down, the ink is on the bottom of that, or on the top of the pad, which is fine and great, but at the same time it's also sometimes detrimental if you don't want your images to be that splotchy. Anyway, I used Flirty Flamingo for the second one, and then Soft Suede and Early Espresso for the cone, the waffle cone. So here's a little tip. If you have a problem, getting your image into a punch, or you just, cut it like I did a little bit or I wanted to use the most of my page. And so this is what you can do. You can add your image to the Post-it note and then put the Post-it note inside of your punch so that you can punch away with no problem. Here we go with this little waffle cone here, and I think I struggled a little bit with the other one. Now, I don't know, I think I said in the beginning that this stamp set is no longer, you cannot get it anymore. So I do hope that you feel inspired with this card design. I will show you in another video how you can just create without the stamp set and use your own greeting, that sort of thing, but you can just use the punch. So I'm going to give you a couple of different ideas for this bundle. It's an old bundle too. It used to be bundled like 2 years ago. Then they unbundled it, and then so it wasn't at a discounted price anymore, but you could buy the two together. Here I've inked up my sentiment with crumb cake. And then I'm using a dauber, and I went in with Early Espresso. I kind of wanted to make it chocolatey, or, have that chocolate vibe. So it is like a ombre almost. And I love that. I use the daubers all the time to ink my sentiments so that they can have a two-tone color. And here I am just fussy cutting. And I know some people don't necessarily like fussy cutting, and that's okay. This sentiment would look good on one little strip with a fishtail as well. I happen to go that extra mile to when I create my cards. So I have all the components ready. So I am going to put all this together. This piece of paper is retiring. It is called pattern paper, and it is a host reward. And you would get it, you don't get it for free, but you get it, say you get host rewards if you purchase over $200. You get a certain amount of points that you can use. You earn them. And these host rewards you could use towards getting this big pack of paper. It is beautiful. All right, and here I am using, I think that is pumpkin pie. might be Costa, or that's it. It's Calypso Coral. And now I'm going to put together my little ice cream cones. So I just put some dry adhesive on the back of my ice cream and then attached it to my waffle cone. One of them is going to be just put on the card front with dry adhesive. And I do change my mind in a minute where I want that to go. I had a problem here. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to move that and tilt it a little bit to the right. And then the other one is going to go tilted to the left. But we're going to put a dimensional adhesive on that one. And then I'm just going to trim off some of the bows there. The ends, and I'm going to go in. I noticed that my knot was flipping, so I'm going to go in later with some glue dots. And now I have just put some dimensional adhesive behind my sentiment piece, and now I'm going to adhere it right to my card front. So then that whole kit and caboodle gets nicely adhered down to my Flirty Flamingo card base. So I will list all the products I used today in the description of this video and in the supplies section of my blog. So if you found value in this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my Rockin' the Retired List videos, please subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Comment if you have a question or just want to say hi. Thank you so very much for watching, and bye for now.